Okay, in this screencast we're going to be having a look at anaerobic respiration. And anaerobic means without oxygen, aerobic with oxygen, and anaerobic without. It can occur in both plants and animals, and we're going to look at the process there. Okay, to start with, let's look at our equation for aerobic respiration. And we're going to have the same product, is that we're going to start off with our glucose molecule. However, we don't have oxygen. And that's going to really affect the rest of the reaction. And we certainly don't produce that much amount of ATP. In fact, what we find is that we only produce 2 ATP molecules. And compared to the 36 to 38 molecules of ATP, it's really a significant drop. Some people might ask, why is it that cells do anaerobic respiration rather than aerobic? And it's because they have no choice, because they need some energy, and that 2 ATPs is going to fill the void for now. Certainly aerobic respiration is a lot more efficient process if the cell can undertake it. Okay, let's just visit the stages of aerobic respiration that hopefully we've looked at already. Now, if we don't have the oxygen here to pick up these hydrogen ions, the whole process in the electron transport chain can't happen. And if the electron transport chain stops, so does the Krebs cycle. And that really leaves us just with glycolysis. And the process of glycolysis, as you remember, produces pyruvate, and it produces 2 ATP. And that's basically what we're seeing, this process of glycolysis happening in the cytoplasm. So looking at anaerobic respiration in both plants and animals, yes, we both start with glucose as normal. The end products here, which I've just written a word equation for, because we don't need you to learn the chemical equations, in animals is lactic acid. And this lactic acid is what pyruvic acid is converted to in animals. And we have the 2 ATP molecules being produced. Similar sort of thing in plants. We start off with the glucose. We only produce 2 ATP. The difference being is that instead of lactic acid being produced out of the pyruvic acid, we're producing ethanol. So different products. Both of these are substances that can be quite toxic for the cell, and the cell really has to get rid of them quite quickly. So just looking a little bit more detail in animals, we start off with the glucose. We have our pyruvate, which is that glycolysis reaction that's happening in the cytoplasm. The animals convert the pyruvate into lactic acid, which is the waste product that they need to get rid of. We only have the 2 ATP ATP molecules produced. In plants, same thing again, glucose to pyruvate, only 2 ATP. Pyruvate is converted to ethanol, and ethanol is the waste product that it needs to get rid of. We also have in this reaction carbon dioxide being produced. And I just want to visit our tiny little friends bacteria for a second. There's often a misconception that bacteria don't undergo aerobic respiration because they don't have mitochondria. And bacteria are capable of both aerobic and anaerobic respiration. There's a variety of different products that they'll produce as waste products in anaerobic respiration. And the aerobic respiration, although they don't have the cristae to undergo the electron transport chains, they can do it on the inner membranes of their cells, and those reactions can still happen. Okay, I hope that's helped with your understanding of anaerobic respiration.